take away from this season personally, finally getting that chance, finally being a rotation player for the whole year? I mean, did it kind of reaffirm your confidence, I assume?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it was the first time going through a season, and I was able to play in every single game. I think, that's something I'll hang my hat on, but it's also something where it's like, I got a taste of it now. There were some good games. There were some games where they weren't as good, and that consistency thing is what's going to keep you in the NBA, keep you being a successful player. So I got a taste of it, and I'm looking forward to building upon it this summer. Instead of being satisfied with it, really making sure I put in even more work.
You mentioned playing every single game. How good does it make you feel that all the work you put in is paying off?
It feels great. Anytime I can go out there and help my teammates win, that's what I've been trying to prepare myself for the last 2 years. And to be able to have a chance to do that night in and night out. Some nights were really successful. Some nights, I had a big impact on helping the team win. Other nights, I had an impact in different ways. Then some nights, we got to learn from, or I got to learn from. So I think, again, it's something that I was happy about. It was something that I was proud of, but also something that I take as a stepping stone, and I'll be excited to build upon going forward.
How tough was it for the season to just end like it did?
Yeah, I mean, I think for everybody in that locker room, it was something that was very unfortunate, something that we didn't see coming, something that, I don't think anybody saw coming. I think we put together a great regular season, finishing third, getting a division title, all those things were great. But at the end of the day, you're judged upon your success in the postseason. I think, I went through something similar at Notre Dame, where we had a bunch of great regular seasons my first 3 years, but couldn't do much in the postseason. And then, my fourth year, we were able to do stuff in the postseason. That's what people remember. So I think that's what, on a grander scale, we're trying to do here, to make sure that we learn from what happened in this postseason, and make sure that we build upon it, and make sure it doesn't happen again in, the future years.
Pat, does basketball remain your first priority over baseball at this point still?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously this is a sport I'm in, and it's something that after this season I'm really hungry to make it even better. At the same time, I heard Portland's getting a baseball team, so you never really know.
Do you want to be here? I mean, you have free agency coming up, so.
Yeah, I'd love to be here. I think this city and this organization has done a lot for me, growing not just as a basketball player and an athlete, but as a young man. I think it's something that I want to continue to help this city and this organization have success. I want to make sure that this summer I put in the work that's necessary to make sure I come back next year and I made even bigger strides than I did from year 2 to 3. Hopefully it's here. Hopefully it's with the Rip City faithful fans and the organization that gave me the chance to begin with, and the teammates that have been there all along and that I've been able to learn from for the last 3 years.
What are some of the things you're maybe looking to improve upon this offseason, or any particular skills that you feel like you really want to work on?
Yeah, I mean, I think consistency. I think, going through an 82-game season, I think, in my personal opinion, from a short reflection period, I think, the first half of the season was better than the second half. I think, it's a long season. It's something that I experienced for the first time. I think, ball handling is something that I want to improve. I want to be able to play in the pick and roll and transition a little bit better, to just take some pressure off, Dame, CJ, Shabazz, other guys on the team that, are able to do that. And then just keep improving in other areas of my game, whether it's defense, whether it's shooting, just that consistency and that work on ball handling like I've been for the last few years to become a legitimate NBA 2 guard is what I'm excited to get to work on this summer.
You heading back to Boston? You sticking around here?
To be determined. I was expecting to be here for a few more weeks in general, so I hadn't really thought about it yet. So for me, I think, wherever I'll be in a gym, I'll be in multiple gyms, I'll be doing something, and I think, I'll try to make sure I build upon the work that I put in last summer, like I said, so year 3 to 4 is a bigger jump than year 2 to 3.